Hey folks, welcome to another episode of SwillinGrog's Wonderful World of Beer on a rainy day here in Australia. Today I'll be looking at this brew, Franziskaner-Hefeweizen beer, 5% alcohol by volume, brewed and bottled by the Spaten-Franziskaner-Bräu in Munich, Germany. Now believe it or not, I've never tried this Hefeweizen. My good friend and work colleague Greg was kind enough to give this beer to me as well. I think a day or so after seeing my review of Trois Monts that I did a week or two back. So thank you very much for this, Greg, and he gave me a couple of other beers too that I shall review very soon. But I'm most keen to try this one, I must say, because I'm a huge fan of the Franziskaner Hefe-Weisse beer Dunkel, or their Dunkelweizen. I absolutely love that, and I cannot believe that I've never tried this. But anyway, today will be the day. So without further ado, I'll crack off the cap and peel back this foil. Don't want any of that going in the beer, of course. And of course, I'll be using the Spiegelau wheat beer glass, or Weizen glass. Alright, so let's give it a good pour. Okay, so as you can see, you can keep it at a 45-degree angle, and you're still going to get an absolutely amazing head. It's just such an active beer, as Jez would say. Wow, look at that head, that's amazing. And of course, I'll give it a swirl. It's unfiltered. Now, yeah, let me just top it up a little. Alright. So, yeah, you do get like a very, fluffy, looking head with these brews. Yeah, gee whiz, look at that. So, yeah, we've got 4 or 5, well, in excess of, 5 fingers of, frothy, slightly off-white head there. That looks, really creamy and delicious. And yeah, I mean, in terms of the appearance of the actual beer itself, well, it's a very hazy or cloudy, you could say, golden yellow color. But yeah, definitely hazy and cloudy, being that it's unfiltered, but still like a beautiful, yellow golden color, and very effervescent as well. I mean. See a lot of carbonation there, but really, tiny bubbles, going up the glass. But I tell you what, folks, it just looks absolutely incredible. I think it's, certainly a style of beer that, when poured, is one of the most, attractive in a glass. Anyway, let me just top this up, and we've talked about the appearance, so that could only mean that it's time to move on to the aroma. Alright. Well, as expected, I'm getting a nice hit of banana there, which comes from the type of yeast that they use in Hefeweizens. Alright, and there's also some clove there, but it's quite faint. But yeah, the predominant aroma is really that, banana smell, but that's to be expected. Anyhow, yeah, I'm really looking forward to diving into this one. Alright, seems the more I pour it out, the creamier and creamier the head gets. Almost looks like an ice cream cone. Alright, well, anyway, folks, we've talked about the appearance and the aroma, both of which are just amazing. So that can only mean it's time for the taste test. So Greg, a huge cheers to you, mate, and to you, the audience. Cheers. Let's dive in. Alright. Absolutely delicious. I'm getting that hit of wheat, wheat and malt. Yeah, it's just wow. It's really something. It just overwhelms one when you know, you take your first gulp of one of these, particularly if it's a good one. But yeah, a very malt forward brew, as one would expect. You know, definitely getting, you know, those fruity flavors still coming through. There's you know, no real bitterness to speak of here. There's a hint of citrus in the flavor that I didn't quite detect in the aroma, but yeah, it's just really smooth, and you know, goes down really well, and you know, is of course you know, very full-bodied, and just one absolutely delicious brew. But on that note, I must have another gulp. Well, the more I drink of this, the better it gets, folks. It's definitely, you know, holding that taste profile. You know, you're just getting that wheaty, malty goodness there, and you could also say that yeasty goodness too. You know, that banana-y, you know, that banana and clove flavor is just absolutely delicious. Just you know, complements the overall taste just so well. It's just you know, such, you know, a well-balanced beer. You know, the flavor is, yeah, just, it's just absolutely delicious. I'm, you know, almost lost for words with this one. I really shouldn't be all that surprised, excuse me, folks, considering how much I liked their Hefeweizen, but I'm really kicking myself for never trying this until now. But once again, thank you, Greg. You've really encouraged me now to go out and get a carton of this. So in terms of its drinkability, yes, at 5% ABV, it's very drinkable, and I think it's a good beer for all seasons. I tend to prefer Hefeweizens when it's cooler, but a lot of people really like them in the summer, and really you know, see them as a summertime brew. Even the Germans, but me, well, you know, the hotter it is, the thinner I sort of like want my beer. But anyway, that's just me. Alright, so yeah, you could session this one as well. I should probably be wrapping this up now. I've been rambling on for about a good 8 minutes, but gee whiz, like, if you can't tell already, I'm really impressed with this brew. There's absolutely nothing offensive about it flavor-wise. It's just absolutely delicious, you know. I mean, if you know, you want to know what a Hefeweizen should taste like, then yeah, try this. Anyway, I'll have my one last gulp, and I'll give it a score out of 10. Alright. Oh, geez. That is just so good. I really wish I had another bottle of this. Alright, so yeah, I mean, I really can't fault it in any way, but I probably would say it's not the best Hefeweizen I've ever had, but it's certainly up there. So what would I give it in terms of a score out of 10? I'd be more than happy to give this brew a 9.5 out of 10. So there you go, folks. A 9.5 out of 10 for a Franziskaner Hefe-Weisse beer. Okay, well, thank you once again for joining me for another episode of SwillinGrog's Wonderful World of Beer. I'm just going to kick back and enjoy the remainder of this wonderful Hefeweizen. So, until next time, folks, fare thee well, all.